The Prime Minister arrived in Philadelphia this afternoon on a mission that has gone from being tricky to perilous, as the Trump administration lurches into territory that is both protectionist and isolationist.
The Honourable Theresa May.
But Theresa May insisted to her audience of Republican Party leaders that Britain was ready to be a partner with America, more so after the Brexit vote than ever before.
So as we rediscover our confidence together, as you renew your nation just as we renew ours, we have the opportunity, indeed the responsibility, to renew the special relationship for this new age. We have the opportunity to lead together again.
And the Prime Minister urged America to maintain its commitment to the Western alliance and not to cut backroom deals with Moscow.
America's leadership in NATO, supported by Britain, must be the central element around which the alliance is built. We should not jeopardize the freedoms that President Reagan and Mrs. Thatcher brought to Eastern Europe by accepting President Putin's claim that it is now in his sphere of influence.
And she expressed her hope for that all-important post-Brexit trade agreement.
A new trade deal between Britain and America must work for both sides and serve both of our national interests. It must help to grow our respective economies and to provide the high-skilled, high-paid jobs of the future for working people across America and across the UK.
Are we better than this? Yes! Are we better than this?
That strategy of embracing the Trump presidency has very obvious risks. As protesters show today, and as more than 1 million did last weekend, many Americans have been taken aback by the tone and abrasive manner of this young administration. Rushing into the White House may gain the approval of the occupant of the Oval Office, but at some cost to perceived British values. Donald Trump also spoke at the Republican gathering, once more showing contempt for multilateral trade deals. That will be uncomfortable for a Prime Minister who believes in free trade, even if it gives her hope of an early post-Brexit agreement.
But there'll be one-on-one. There won't be a whole big mash pot. There'll be one-on-one deals, and if that particular country doesn't treat us fairly, we send them a 30-day termination, notice of termination. And then they'll come and say, please don't do that, and we'll negotiate a better deal during that 30-day period.
The president is still getting used to the powers that come with his office.
Great plane. Really beautiful.
Luxuriating today in the comfort of his first trip aboard Air Force One. Despite the Prime Minister's plea today, Trump's early executive orders hint at a fortress America that may be reluctant to take on a leadership role in international organizations.
Thank you.
Theresa May is now navigating one of the most sensitive diplomatic missions imaginable, trying to cajole a maverick president back into the mainstream of international diplomacy. Robert Moore, News at 10, Washington.